Hello kids, let's start with our geography subject, chapter 9, Agriculture. Let us begin. Can you see this picture? Yes. Please notice, what do you see in these pictures? Let me ask a few questions to you. What all do you see in the picture? Why has the family kept goats and hens? Which implements are seen in the picture? How are these implements used? Now, let us see what it should be. In the picture shown above, we see a standing crop, a plowshare, etc. From this, it is obvious that this is a farmer's house. A farmer keeps hens, sheep, goats, and cattle. They are also seen in the picture. He gets milk, eggs, etc. from them. He sells hens, goats to earn money. He does all this for his subsistence. All these occupations depend on natural factors. All these fall under agriculture. These occupations are supplementary to the cultivation of crops. Animal husbandry. Rearing different animals and obtaining various products from them for subsistence is the core of animal husbandry. Dairy farming. Cows, oxen, buffaloes, etc. are reared for agriculture related work. Rearing milch animals and animals which can be employed in farming is also an occupation. It is considered to be an inseparable part of mixed farming. It has been quite commercial in recent times. Sheep and goat rearing. This is also a traditional occupation that is generally carried out in hilly tracts and semi-arid regions with dry climate. Sheep and goats survive on short grass, shrubs, and acacia which grow in remote hilly rural area away from urban settlements. In India, it is mainly undertaken for meat. Sheep rearing is carried out to obtain wool. Poultry. Keeping hens and other fowl is a common practice in all parts of the world. It is a traditional occupation. Today, it is carried out as a household occupation and also on a commercial basis. Running a poultry on a commercial basis requires a lot of care. For this, scientific methods are employed. Let us see the next one, beekeeping. This occupation is undertaken to obtain honey and wax. Bees, in order to collect honey, hover around the plants that bear flowers. This promotes the process of pollination. As a result, the trees bear large number of fruits and the crop yield increase. Beekeeping is an important occupation with respect to agriculture. Let us see the next one, fish farming, that is pisciculture. Farm ponds are dug out for this purpose. Water is stored in such ponds. Fish seeds are released in the ponds. For this, seeds of freshwater species are used. In order to achieve the best growth of fish, scientific methods are employed. Fishing in open seas has a number of risk factors. Seri Culture. Silk thread is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. These threads are very fine and strong, and from these one can weave soft silk cloth. Getting silk threads from cocoons and manufacturing silk cloth are independent occupation. They are not included in agriculture. The next is nursery. In the last few years, the area under floriculture, cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants and horticulture has increased. These plantations require a high standard of seedlings, cuttings, bulbs and seeds. This has led to the development of nurseries. Nurseries give good returns. Types of farming. Subsistence farming and commercial farming. In subsistence farming, there are intensive farming and shifting cultivation. In commercial farming, we will see extensive grain farming, plantation farming, market gardening and horticulture. Intensive farming. Getting maximum production from a minimum area in the characteristic of intensive farming. Due to large population or limited availability of land, per head holding is small. This type of farming is mostly seen in developing regions. Farm production is sufficient only for the requirement of the family. In this type of farming, the cultivator and his family are totally dependent on farming. As farm production is low, the economic condition of the cultivator is also poor. Shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is a primitive type of cultivation. This type of cultivation is practiced in the tropics in densely forested areas or hilly tracts. The farmer initially selects a piece of land in the forest. In order to make it cultivable, he clears the land by cutting down the trees, plants, removing the shrubs and grass. Once the cut tree dry out, he burns them. The leftover ash gets mixed in the soil and act as manure. Extensive grain farming. Farm size is greater than 200 hectares. Due to large farm size and sparse population in the region, this type of farming is carried out with the help of machines like tractors and crushers. Pesticides are sprayed with the help of helicopters or planes. Plantation farming. Farm size in plantation agriculture is 40 hectares or above. As plantation agriculture is practiced in hilly tracts, use of machine is not possible, and hence local manpower becomes important. The crop for which the geographical conditions are favorable is planted. This is a single crop cultivation practice too. Market gardening. Market gardening is a type of cultivation developed in modern times. This has developed mainly as a result of urbanization and the ready markets available in urban centers. Farmers cultivate vegetables and other items in the vicinity of urban centers to cater to the demands of city dwellers. This type of cultivation works on a principle of economics, demand, and supply. The landholding is small. Use of irrigation, organic and chemical fertilizer, low investment use of manpower, demand of market, use of science and technology, etc. Horticulture or floriculture. Cultivation of flowers and fruits is a subtype of market gardening. Fruits and flowers are the major products of this type of farming. In this type of farming, modern as well as traditional methods are used. The size of farms is small and every plant is cared for properly.